Alright, you might remember this thing from last episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? So, here's an update. I made the rear section, so I'm gonna install that and see how it goes. Oh, I made a new water neck to see if it fits. I made it a little bit smaller. And I made a new carburetor adapter. So I want to see how that fits. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. This didn't really print that well. For whatever reason, it wanted to add flat infills inside. I think it's the issue with my model. I'm gonna have to fix it. But everything else has came out good. Dimension, your wife, it's all good. So it may not run well on the car, but yeah, at least I can fit it and see how it is. Alrighty, so get the pieces in. The neck is in the better spot, so I can put a hose and a clamp right here. So it's gonna work. I just put some self-tapping screws into this. It's gonna get messed up, but it's okay, it worked. And this worked too, so it works. So now I need to think of a way to reinforce that, but that needs to be stronger because it supports all the weight of the supercharger. And I need to add brackets, metal brackets down to the engine to support the weight. So this way it'll be better, I guess. Well, yeah. And let's see. That. Let's just get this out of the way. Which way does it go? I think it goes this way. Wait, the big hole is here, the small hole there. So it actually goes this way. Which means I kind of did it backwards, but it works. So that fits there. The problem is getting close to here. So I can actually move this over more, so it's going to be in a better spot. So I'm going to move the carburetor inward. Yeah, inward a little bit. And oh man, I wish there would be more space here. It's just so tight. Oh well. This is all good. The plastic cracked already, so that's normal. I mean, it's a fun exercise. But this whole plenum needs to be much stronger to support the weight and the belt and everything. So that's going to be the next challenge. Because once the engine is starting over, right, it's going to put a lot of force on this pulley right here. It'll put a lot of force on the pulley to pull it this way to accelerate the supercharger, just provide power. We're just gonna twist and move everything. So lots of reinforcement, so I need to add lots of ribs. There's not that much meat here, so if you just push it down, I don't know if you can see it. Just the flange, I think I'm gonna make it thicker. So the flange here is gonna be thicker. I'm gonna put new studs on, bigger studs, because this one is almost at the end. So that is gonna be a little bit more stable. So yeah, looking at the more modern cars and the way they're intakes are made, or plenums and everything, the plastic ones, there's usually a lot more meat at the flange. So I'm gonna try to copy that. I'm gonna make this size a little bit bigger, just here, so it's thicker. Make the flange bigger, so it's much stiffer here. Because in the back it's actually okay, so this thickness is okay. So this must be the same thickness. The other big problem, I guess, is a tensioner. But the Supercharger has a thing here, so it should be easier. Also on the engine there's a bolt there, like empty bolt space. So you can make something there too. I don't know if you can see. So there's this bolt hole here, which was a bracket for the AC compressor. It was all in that area, so I can try and use that to put a tensioner there. It has to tension the bottom of the belt, not the top of the belt. Otherwise, it's going to be interesting effects that I don't want to have. So I guess the gas pedal thing needs to be worked next. I want to rebuild the carburetor at some point, which is just a couple of gaskets, clean everything, put the new diaphragm here, good to go. The oil filter thermostat right here. Don't know how good this stuff is, but we'll see. So it's 180 degrees oil, so it's actually the way I like it. 180, roughly no more than 220 degrees on oil, no more than 180 degrees on the coolant. So this car runs usually 63 Celsius. So I think it's roughly 170 Fahrenheit when it's in riding condition. If you stop and let it idle, climb out, obviously. Oh, and I need to make this part here, the little nipple. So that, and yeah, I think it's in pretty good shape, this part. It's almost at the part where I have to decide whether I make it or pay somebody to make it. So we'll see.